Alright, welcome back to Dank Spot Traders Up. Good morning everyone. Welcome to episode 238. Yeah, episode 238. I hope you guys had a great time over last week. And now we're back here for this last week of this month. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into prayer and get started. Father, we say thank you for this morning. Thank you that we're here, we're back here for yet another week to trade, another week to make this online money, Lord. Thank you for last week's profits. And of course, we know that where we got some losses, you will make us recover all and even get more profit. We're saying thank you, Lord. Thank you that we are here yet to start a new week today in this very session to check the market charts, oh God, and be able to look at how to make this money this week and even today, Lord. So as we get in, Lord, we ask of your grace, we ask of your favor, we ask of your profitability, Lord, to be part of us, Lord. Let us have this success even today, even the whole of this week. As we will wrap up this month, let us wrap it up in great favor, in great success, Lord, like we've done never before. We say thank you, we give you praise, we give you all the honor. Thank you for great entry and exits, Lord. Thank you for the great profits. Learning, give you praise. In Jesus' name we've prayed and believed. Amen. Alright, so it's a Monday. I hope you guys are ready. We are starting with Crash 500 as usual. Please go ahead and share the link. Share the link with those that you want to be part of this, and let's get in with this Crash 500. Here we go. So last on Friday. Yeah, Friday it reached this weekly. No, it is a daily, I think. Yeah, it is a daily OB, and it even exceeded it on Saturday. It exceeded it on Saturday. This was, or actually it exceeded it on Sunday, yesterday. This was Friday, it reached that OB, and Saturday tried to push for it, it failed, came back, and then Sunday, it's when it broke that. It broke that daily OB, and apparently we see clearly that it has gone to that, it has reached that weekly. That is our weekly. Resistance, but also you can say it is a weekly neckline according to this structure that we have. Remember, I told you this is our inverted heads and shoulder anticipation. This is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder, this is our head right here. So this is the neckline. So price is coming back to that neckline, and we should be seeing price breaking it. So knowing that, I want to delete it. I have this OB right here. It's a daily OB. Price has reached it, and we should be now seeing some sales. Remember, I told you I'm anticipating something like this to bring us all the way back here or back to this fair value gap, and we don't know yet. The market will decide, but it can easily come for this fair value gap and then push us back into buys. So what are we going to do now here? This is no longer valid, so we can take it out. That TP was hit according to H4, so we can also delete all these. So what is left? So let's go to H4. H4 is already looking for sales daily. However, we should also be looking for sales. Remember, it was in a downtrend, and then it gave us a change of it gave us a what? It gave us this. Gave us that as an inverted heads and shoulder on H4 and H1, and that's why we went for that. And now we have reached the premium zone according to daily, so we should be looking for this kind of a pullback, but not going all the way down below, because according to weekly we are looking for buys. So let's go to H4. H4 is overbought. If H4 is overbought, it means we are going to be anticipating a reversal signal probably on H1. So it's happening already. So we need that kind of move to confirm this, to confirm our entry to start selling this asset. According to M30, yeah, same thing. M15, same thing. So we are in clear that anytime from now we will be selling this asset. So just hold on. This may be your change of character level once price comes and breaks it. So hold on for now. If you're a scalper, you can actually enter your buys to push for this level right here. To push for that level. If you are a scalper, you can enter buys to push for that level. Alright, that's enough on Crash 500. I've tackled the swing traders, what they need to wait for, even the intraday traders, and of course even the scalpers. This is your move here. For swing traders, you've already seen that it's on H4. Actually, you can wait for H1, then you swing it all the way down below. This is both for swing traders and intraday traders, so you know what to wait for. Boom 1000. So boom 1000. Boom 1000. We last saw this on let's see, on Friday, and we were anticipating price to reach this fair value gap and then give us the buys. It reached there, then it started to play games around there and failed to reach the other level that we had anticipated, so we can come in with sells. Rather, what we saw was that this was a confirmed change of character, and price kept on reacting to that, and until it broke this level to continue with sales. That was on Sunday, yesterday, when it broke that level and continued with sales. So apparently the market is moving just like we anticipated, so now sales are on. So can we even have a clear way around here? Not really. Yeah, so it has reached there. What is this here? That is a fair value gap on daily time frame. That it's not that enough, so we know that price is likely coming to this OB, and then we start again buys. So I will have my OB right there according to H4. According to H1, I can't enter sales. They have already moved long. They've already gone lot right here, so I can't do anything, but I can wait for a pullback. So any pullback can still push me into sales. Any pullback. So whatever happens here, unless I see a pullback, I cannot enter sales. Neither can I enter buys unless price reaches this OB. So for now, I'm all in for sales, but I have to wait for any pullback that happens. Probably if I can see this, it will be making my life better. This will be a perfect kind of move that I would anticipate. If it happens like this, then you know that we are in to get into sales to push all the way to this H4 OB. Alright, that's it. That's it on boom 1000. No business a lot. No, we don't have any business. You already know the structure on the daily and H4. I mean on the daily and weekly time frame, you already know all that. So we can do what? We can wait. Yeah, we can wait. We can wait. So for now, leave it at H1. Let's go to boom 500. Alright, so boom 500, what happened? Saturday, Sunday, alright, so, ooh, wow, look at that. So Friday we were looking for this kind of a pullback right here. Those who remember, let me put it on M15 so that you can see it clearly. This was my anticipation. I wanted price to react back here and probably give us a fake breakout down below this support, and then we start our buys. Look at what happened. It failed to give us that. It continued with the buy. Then it came, tested this level, and then went back into the buy. That was on Saturday. But then look at before Saturday closed. I think it had already closed according to our time zone. I think it had already closed. That was around 20, 21, 22. 3. So around, yeah, before that was around 11 p.m. price did that, came for this kind of a fake breakout like I had anticipated on Friday. This was our anticipation, to come and give us at least a fake breakout, and then we get in with buys. Look at that. This would have been our entry if we had traded on Saturday night. This would have been our perfect entry right there when it did that, or even this when it came here, because we knew that it wanted to give us a fake breakout all the way from Friday right there. So now let's go to H1, and we see that fake breakout right there. So all this right here, we no longer need it, so delete these two. Now is already past halfway of our TP. Remember, we wanted price to reach all the way up there, and I believe it has reached where we wanted it to reach. This was what we wanted right there, so it has done that and gave us this actually. So it means yesterday we could have entered when it pulled up here yesterday night. We could have made our entry for this kind of a buy, but we don't trade Saturday and Sunday, so this we could not have got it due to that. Now let me show you. You already know the TP that we had here, but look at this. If you look at this OB right about there, price is almost reaching it, and it may not reach it according to the momentum of these guys. So you have to know that price can easily reach there. Remember, we've been looking for sales according to H4 from CCI right there. We've been looking for that kind of a sell. We've been overbought, looking for sales, and we clearly see that on last week we started to get back into sales, and one may say this was a change of character right there. One may say that is a change of character, and this is also another like change of character, the external change of character. So we anticipated sales to come in right there, but let's confirm on daily time frame. What are we seeing? Sales still. So we are seeing sales, so this is a change of character according to daily time frame right there. That is the one on the daily time frame. So price has reacted all the way back there. It should be coming in with sales today. So according to H4, are we ready for sales? Not yet. This is a break of structure. We need a reversal signal. Price has to react here and fail to take this high. If it fails to take the previous higher high and give us a new higher high, then we come in with our sales. Hopefully it may first reach there or not. So for now we wait. All we need is a reversal signal. What does that mean? We wait for something like this, price failing to give us a new higher high, and then it comes down to take this previous higher low. That will be our change of character or our reversal signal that we can gladly wait for. So enough of that. Let's now head over to V25 1S. Volatility 25 1S. Let's go to H1. So Friday we were looking for sales, and I have to admit that I made a loss here, a huge loss I believe. Yeah, it gave me a fake kind of structure that I was clearly inclined to, waiting. Why was I looking for this as a sell? This was a break of structure here, but on the lower time frame, like on M15, it had already shown us that it has failed to give us a new lower low. If you go to M15, you clearly see that it had failed to give us a new lower low right there, meaning it had sort of given us a change of character right there. That was on M15 on lower time frame. So this was a signal to actually continue with buys, but I was trying to follow what I was seeing on H1, which was, you know, later to come in with sales, having gone all the way there. So we were looking for sales around that level. Those who remember, this was the structure right there that we were trying to trade, but price gave us this kind of a short pullback and failed to continue. And what came later was break of this previous lower high right there, and that meant that that was a change of character right there according to H1. So that's how it messed us up and took our money. So it took us out in our stop losses right there, and we did not make any money. So today we need to look at recovery and see if we can make our money back. Not revenging, but using wisdom to trade and discipline. Alright, so now what are we seeing? So we are seeing this. Alright, so delete this. I want to use another approach. Let's first delete all that. Let's see what are we seeing right here. So we are seeing this right there. Remember, this is not yet oversold right down below here according to H4, so it's still selling. According to daily, on the other hand, still buying, but with low momentum, because you can clearly see that we are looking for buys to reach there. But it is below our 10 MA already, and the previous daily candle was an indecision, and the previous candle before the indecision candle of yesterday, it was a strong sell. So that was on Saturday. So it means we are likely to continue with sales, because indecision candles like this most of the times they actually reflect, or they show us continuation of the previous trend, of which that will be sales right there that you're seeing. So it means anytime from now we are going to be coming in with sales. So let's wait and see. Let's see what if that anticipation on the daily is matching with lower time frame. So this is H1. Let's consider this and see. This will also be showing us continuation of this kind of move, sales to come in later. Look at the rejection coming in from sellers up there. So anyway, we are going to be looking for that sell, and clearly you see it will be bringing us to this other trend line down below here. So can we enter sales yet? Not really. We cannot because of the momentum that it has. It has a low momentum, so we have to wait patiently for M15 and maybe for H1 to be ready to sell. But this is a crazy asset right here. Remember, it is a big asset with high with a high leverage. So entering it, you need to be knowing that at least you are having you are trading according to your risk management, and you're trading with probably the best lot size that you can according to your account. If you don't do that and you use a wrong lot size, then you are at the verge of blowing the account. So you need to be knowing which lot size you should use in such assets which are highly leveraged assets. Alright, so this is what we see. So for now, no business here. I don't have any business with this asset until probably it reaches there and gives me the sales. So let's wait for that kind of a move. V75, the change of character happened. Actually, we saw that late, I think. By the time we saw it, it had already reached here because this is Friday, so we wanted a pullback, but it did not happen. It actually continued to hit the target right there. So, all this is not needed anymore. All that is not needed anymore. Now when it hit the target, which was this support level, I believe, on daily time, no, that was a target on that we needed. We actually saw a break of structure according to daily time frame. That was a break of structure. So for the past 2 days it's been selling. Now it has started to show us some buys according to daily. Remember, according to weekly, we have no data down below there to support what we are seeing. So it's crazy that we should be anticipating buys now. So if I go to H4, I start to see structures that I love in the market. So we have to be patient. H1 is showing me the same thing. Structures of reversal, you get that. So right now, no business. All I need is to see a reversal and test it later. So I need to see a reversal like that, and then once it breaks it, then it comes to test that reversal level, and then that's when I can come in. So till then, I may not trade this asset for like a week or more until I see a clear structure that I can work with. So for now, no business here. I have to be patient and wait for a clear structure, clean structure. So for now, let's get to jump 50. Jump 50. Jump 50, no business. Let's see Friday. We knew that buy was happening, and then we come in with sell. So the sales actually happened late that day. Let me see around what time sales would have entered these sales. Around what time? You know, at 10 MA, that was around 22, around 10 p.m. in the night. So by that time I was out of the market, of course. So this happened. Why did we say it has to reach that trend line? Remember that. Remember this structure. I hope you remember that. So it started to sell from that level. According to H4, that is what happened. And now we clearly see price rejection from that level. We see price rejection. So all this is no longer needed. Right here, so I can delete it. So first delete all that. So we need sales from there. That's what we need. That's what we need. On Saturday, it sold strongly. Having reacted there to test that level, it sold strongly to reach to mitigate this fair value gap right there. It came and mitigated this level. Remember, I told you that it is likely to give us a pullback here, grab that liquidity and go back into the buys. So it happened, and yesterday Sunday it bought strongly to reach back to that trend line again, and now we are seeing sellers coming again. So I believe we don't have to wait for anything right here. This should be a perfect entry according to H4 and according to H1. Yes, price is not below a 10 MA on H1, neither is it on M30, but it is below a 10 MA on M15, so I don't have to wait. I'm going to enter straight out, and I'll have to put a tight stop loss there, above there. That's where I'm going to put my stop loss, and I'm looking for these sells to push all the way. This can be your swing trade for swing traders. This can be your swing trade all the way down below here. For intraday traders, what your target is what you take. So if your target is $30, $20, then you take that and you move out of the way. If it is $100, $1,000, depending on your target and your account, then you make that money and move out of the way and wait for the next day. You actually don't leave any trades running throughout the night. Yeah, that is for intraday traders. So now we've made that sell entry. You don't have to wait for anything. You actually don't have to wait for anything. You should be making that sell right now. Yeah, if you are a trader, please mark this. If you're a trader of V of jump 50, if you're a trader of jump 50, you should make that sell. If you're not, then don't make it. Yeah. Alright, so we are in with our sells. Let's now see how it all goes. Jump 50, jump 25. Sorry, I forgot to change. So we are here on jump 25. Forgot to change the name. So jump 25. What happened? Let's see. Kept on, I told you when it breaks that, then that will be a breakout structure to continue the buys, but we were looking for sales according to higher time frame. It did not reach overbought yet, even on daily time frame, but it has reached this weird resistance up there. You clearly see it. So let me minimize a bit. That's what we're talking about. That is an order block on the daily time frame. It has reached it. So, and it is now a strong resistance level. So are we going to see some buys, some sells? We should be. So if we go to H4, this we have to delete, even that. So we delete all that. That was a fair value gap. It was respected here, but this time it was not respected. It went for that one above there. It went for that one above there. So apparently we are seeing the day starting as a sell day, and according to H4 we are seeing, this could be, one can say it's in the name, and you can clearly see it on H1. This will be our change of character if price breaks it. If price breaks that level, that will be our change of character. So apparently we have nothing. We can't say it is a change of character. What I decide to do here, I can do this and wait and see what this will come to be. So this could be one of those moves, to push us back up again. So for now, no business with this asset. We can't risk anything. We want sales from there, but we can't risk anything now until it is a clear confirmed sell, which is almost actually coming through. Looking at the new H4 that has just started, it is on that line which we are considering to be our change of character, and you can see it is actually even on the 10 MA on H4, meaning if it goes below that 10 MA, we are going to be having our sells. So this is likely to happen. Push right here. It's gonna be like that. It pushes right probably to that level. That was our level where price broke structure from, and then it will give us this buy later, and then it will not exceed there. Then the sales will begin from there. So this will be my anticipation. Reason being, it has to give us this fake breakout and then continue, because this is a what? This is a structure for continuation of buys. So it has to do this. It may not exceed that level and then give us sales. It may exceed it according to this previous move, if it all goes according to what we've seen right here. And it gives us that fake breakout up there for that kind of a move, and then we come in with our sales. So for now, no business. Please know that we cannot do anything but to wait for our plan to come through or not, and then look for another new plan. So this is our plan. Fake breakout down below here, then we come in with our buys later. So to confirm this, you can realize that this was a change of character on M15, and pull back there would guarantee the sell. It's not yet done yet, so up to now, no business. You can't do any sales yet. We entered the sell of jump 50, don't forget. So now we are going to jump 10, J10. Alright, J10 happened perfectly like we anticipated. That was on, let's see, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, the buy there, but then later it reacted to give us a fake breakout down on this support. Fake breakout, and tested it another time to give us a change of character right there. And look at that, it never looked back on Saturday. This was supposed to be a perfect entry on Saturday. How I wish I traded on Saturday. Look at that. Look at that. Change of character, pull back to test that change of character level, and look at that. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it's coming for this higher low right here. Even reached it, so meaning we are overbought according to H1. So if we are talking about today, H1 is trying to look for sales. Price is even below a 10 MA. So let's look at today. So let's go to H4. H4. This is a breakout structure right there. So price gave us a higher high, tested it, higher low. Now it gave us a new higher high. It hasn't tested it yet. So we are going to be anticipating buys from that level. So we know that. Alright, so all this come to daily time frame. Daily time frame, remember, it is overbought. It is overbought according to CCI and RSI, but we have a breakout structure. This is what is important. CCI may show us what we are seeing currently, but it doesn't matter if it is not corresponding with price action. Price action says we have a breakout structure, meaning we are still in an uptrend. So apparently we cannot do anything. We cannot buy it yet. We cannot sell it yet. We can only buy it if price goes above our 10 MA on M15, and actually even M5. By the way, if M5 goes above our 10 MA, we can't enter our buys. But you enter your buys not to exceed that level, your previous higher high. Yeah, you don't want to. Oh wait, I think you can consider this move and then consider it right here to be your target, right about there. That can be considered your second TP right there, your first TP here, your second TP right there. So if you price goes above our 10 MA and you make your entries, then you consider your TP here, first TP, your second TP right there, and that will be it. Because it is currently having a low momentum to buys, according to what we've seen, price is overbought on daily time frame. That will be the reason. H4 prices below our 10 MA, which may suggest that we need to start selling, but not yet. It's not yet confirmed. But if it breaks this level down here, then one may say it's time to make that call of making sales. That's it on J10. No business here until I see a break of until I see price above my 10 MA on M15 or M5. I can't do any buys. Until I see price break this level, I can't do any sales. Even if it does that, break this level, I will need a confirmation, which will not happen today, which may happen tomorrow or any other day. So if at all it does break here, it will come to that level, then it will give us a pullback. That's when we can come in with our buys, and then this will be coming in right here with our sales for swing traders. So for now, no business. This is a second opinion. If it does break here, if it does break that OB, then it will come down below here, and then we come in with a buy later, probably on the next day, and then later we come in with the sales. So for now, no business with J10. All right, lastly is gold. Last asset is gold. So gold, what happened? We made a lot of money here. Those who remember our analysis on Friday, I told you we were supposed to start buys here, and that's what we did. Let me show you the history right there. So I bought it all the way to there. I bought it all the way to that high and closed it. So I was waiting for this pullback, but it did not make any pullback so that I can enter buys again. But actually it happened later, after taking me after it happened, until it reached that level. When it reached that level, tried to go back into the buy, but it was not yet. It did not even go above our 10 MA. It went all the way back to this OB, and apparently we see it right there. It has gone back to that OB. This is an M15 OB. So after reaching there, price tried to go back into buys, but not yet. It hasn't gotten any luck yet for so long. So for now, it is a no-go. This, we delete this. This buy, I'm still looking for that buy. This buy to go all the way up there, according to H1, to reach all the way there. This is actually H4. So according to H4, that is a fair value gap. So we need that buy. So apparently price is overbought, oversold according to H4, and we already made that money there on Friday. That buy entry there for about 5 hours. We were buying this asset, and then it started to sell again later. But now we need to enter buys again today. How are we going to enter these buys when price goes above our 10 MA on M15? Now price happens to fail to break this level right here, this will be considered as my heads and shoulder. Yeah, that will be considered as my heads and shoulder. If price fails to close, if another candle opens and closes above my 10 MA, I'll be entering buys immediately. Yeah, I'll be entering buys immediately. This will be considered as my left shoulder, this as my right shoulder, if price fails to close below that. But I think it is going to close below that. I think it is going to close below that. So if it does close below that, then we have an option but to look at what the trend lines are telling us. Let's try to look at trend lines here. And the trend lines will be showing us something like that, which actually becomes a weird thing, because this here tells us sales are still controlling this right here. If we see something like this, this tells us the price will actually eventually continue with sales. Will actually continue with sales to come where? I see another OB. Oh yes, to come again to this daily OB. Okay, why come back again to daily OB? Because daily is still strongly selling. We thought we could get a confirmation of these sales on H4. I think we're not going to see it now. We may continue with sales until it reaches here and then gives us the buy later from there. So according to what we need, we still have a long way. This move may not happen now. So let's go to H1 I mean. So this is what we've just realized now, that the sale is still on. The sale is still on. So let's go to M30, M15. Yet CCI still keeps on showing us buys in a weird way. So I'm not going to trade this asset today until I see something that I can work with, until probably price goes back to this OB right here on the daily time frame, or until price goes above my 10 MA and breaks this level probably, then I can come in with my buys. So till then, no business right here. So that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Let's do a recap and then we call it a day. Please remember this month is closing in. I remind you, if you still need signals, then you need to contact that number there. It's my personal number. It's on WhatsApp. You don't need to call. You can just send me a WhatsApp text and I'll be able to respond to you, guide you on what to do if you want to subscribe for the Signals platform. And then yet again, if you need to jumpstart your strategy or work on your strategy in another way, then you need to register for the mentorship class. I teach these strategies. I teach smart money. I teach price action. I teach the trading, the trading patterns, all those patterns that I normally talk about in here. I teach them. So you need to register, and you can even be specific if you don't want to learn everything as a beginner, but you want to capitalize on one thing, on one strategy. Then you can also tell me, and we do that for the whole month. We make sure that by the time we move out of it, you know what you need to do with the strategy that you've picked up. Yeah, and you'll be knowing, of course, how to be disciplined with that very strategy, because every strategy has its own discipline to follow. So if you want to do that, then you need to register now. You need to use the information on your screen and we get you registered for the class. Otherwise, I hope you guys had a great time. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. Alright, so we have a breakout here. Now that means that a sell is on. A sell is on. I may not enter it though. Should I enter it? I think I should. I'll wait for H4 to confirm. We can wait for H4 to confirm. H1 has confirmed, but H4 has not. So we can wait for us to be in the clear to sell this asset. We can wait for when it makes a pullback. It may come all the way here or down below a bit. So for now, I may not enter this asset. I may wait for H4 confirmation. I may wait for H4 confirmation. So this one, no business here. No business. No business right here. Okay, boom 1,000. We said we can only wait for a pullback to enter sales or reach here and enter buys. So for now, no business. For now, no business. Boom 500. Yeah, it is still in an uptrend, so we are anticipating that it may first reach there before we can come in with ourselves. So until then, no business here. No business, even though it is showing us sales, but it has low momentum to sell. So and the general trend according to H1 and price action is still an uptrend, so you have to be patient here until this high fails to get taken out, and then we can come in with ourselves. So no business. V25S, it's one of those that you have to be very careful. This is a strange asset and a high leverage asset. It is still in an uptrend, so it may continue trading within this structure until it reaches that trend line, and then it sells later. So you need to be ready. You may keep on trading within this kind of structure until it reaches that upper trend line according to H1, and then it sells later. So for now, know that you can only wait for sales. Don't do any buys. Don't look for any buys. Wait for sales. V75. We have to wait for a structure like this. So for it, it's on a weird level where it has no previous data according to weekly that we can rely on to continue selling it, but we can anticipate a reversal where we are to actually get in with buys. So apparently I cannot trade this asset until I see a reversal signal like this to buy it. And if I see continuation of sales, I cannot enter it. I have to wait for buys. I can't sell it because I don't have any previous data that I can rely on to make a decision to continue selling this asset. Jump 50, we've already made the sale there, so we are in some profits, small profits. It is having a low momentum, but this could be your swing trade for swing traders according to H4 to swing it all the way here. For intraday traders, we can aim for target like this, but also remember you can aim for your daily target and move out. So that's why we've made our entry right there. We are in with sales. J25, it's still a weird one. I've told you it can easily give us this fake breakout here and come to this breaker broke according to H1, and then we come in with buys to get us back there to try and take the high according to H4, and then we come in with sells, or it can continue with buys to give us a fake breakout above that resistance, and then later we come in with our sells according to daily time frame. So for now we wait. Don't sell it, wait for the buys. J10 is also a weird one. We need price to either start buying here, but we can only enter buys when price goes above our 10 EMA. So until then we can't do anything. If it gives us a fake breakout here, then you need to wait for buys right here. But know that the thing that I can tell you is you can wait for this pullback and then enter sells, or wait for this move to come here and enter buys to take you back up there and then come in with sells later, which may happen tomorrow or Wednesday. We never know. It will depend on the market momentum. Lastly is gold. I've told you gold has come back to this M15 OB. It's now a support level, but according to the previous trend and what we're seeing on price action on M15, price is likely to continue sells to come all the way to this other daily OB. So if it does come to this daily OB, then we can wait for our sells here. So for now, it is currently selling according to M15. It is currently selling according to M15. But if it comes to this trend line and fails to break it, then we can come in with short buys that will be for scalpers to take us right there, and then look for the sell again. And that means if it does that, then this will come here, then this will come here. So be ready for anything. Be ready for anything. So for now, no business. So that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. It was my pleasure taking you through. Good morning, Patrick. I hope you guys had a great time and wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Bye for now. We keep trading for those who are in the VIP signal platform.